Jai Shri Ram, weltenschauung 30. Let's look at the words below. Eclectic, selecting from a wide range. Eclectic culture, Hindu culture is an eclectic culture. Profuse means a lot of, abundant. Paltry, small amount. Unbridled, unrestrained. Bridle ante kallemu. Unbridled ante kallemu leni. That means totally free, unrestrained, unchecked. Pedestrian, unimaginative, dull, boring, jejune, bland, insipid, vapid, prosaic, prosy. Pedestrian is a negative word. Pedestrian means unimaginative, dull, and boring. Pedestrian also means a person who's walking. Blank 3, clandestine, secret, covetous, desiring others' property. Archaeology as a profession faces two major problems. One is it is highly constrained and restricted for funds. Only dash sums are available, so small sums. So it has to be paltry straight away. There's no need to read the rest of the sentence. Sometimes you see, you will not, you will have to read the whole thing, and sometimes only the second or third blank you'll be able to crack first. So here it is very simple. Only paltry sums. Funds లేవని అన్నాడు కాబట్టి only paltry sums. It's a major problem. Available for publishing the results and preserving the sites once excavated, even though archaeologists handle objects worth millions of dollars. Another is the ubiquitous, found everywhere, omnipresent dash problem of illegal excavation and the subsequent dash sales of the museum quality pieces to the highest bidder, depriving the world its rightful appreciation of the same. So it's a big problem. So the next one is unbridled problem. And the last one should be, and the subsequent clandestine sales. Secretly they are sold. Okay, next one, 118. Canny. Canny means very shrewd, very clever. Blank 2. Okay, uncanny is not an opposite of canny. Uncanny means mysterious. Canny and uncanny appear like opposites, but they are not. Canny means very clever, shrewd. Uncanny means mysterious. Blank 2, emancipate, liberate, free, make free, freedom from slavery. Abraham Lincoln, remember this, January 1st, 1863, passed a law which is called the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed slaves, abolished slavery in America. See, slavery is institutionalized in the Quran and the Bible. Institution means a custom. Institutionalized means establish as a custom. Slavery is institutionalized both in the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran. And Abraham Lincoln abolished it. So his greatest contribution to mankind is passing a law on January 1st, 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation, which manumitted slaves. MANUMIT. Manumit means to free slaves, freedom from slavery. So, in my opinion, Abraham Lincoln is truly a great prophet and definitely greater than Jesus Christ, who failed. He should have condemned it, he should have abolished it, but he didn't. On the contrary, Jesus gave rules to slaves on how to behave and how to conduct themselves, which I think is unacceptable. Colonize. Colonize means to settle down. It can mean one common meaning. Colonize can also mean politically dominate. India was colonized by UK. Blank 3, ignominy, public disgrace, చెడ్డ పేరు, obloquy, disgrace, stigma. Even though the dash by later generation Americans to dash the enslaved and wretched Aleuts had failed miserably, passage of years has aided to mitigate the dash that native Aleuts suffered in the hands of exacting American colonists. Exact means to extract a lot of work and pay very little. Exacting can also mean take by force, hafta vasuli, exacting revenge, exacting a lot of work. Even though the dash by later generation Americans, okay, that means the later generation Americans did something to sort of make up for it, but then it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough to mitigate. Okay. So even though the sincere attempt or generous gestures both will fit, even though, let's say, to dash the enslaved to emancipate, second blank, failed miserable, passage of years aided to mitigate the Uh, which one will fit? Initial ignominy? Yes, the disgrace of slavery. So G for the last blank. We are not talking about any disease, so affliction doesn't fit. Affliction means a disease or suffering, some disease basically. Hmm. So that doesn't fit. So now we go back to the first one. So later Americans now generous gesture simply means giving some generosity and all that. So I think we'll go for sincere attempt. They made sincere attempts, but it didn't. Okay, so we are not talking about mere generosity. There was a sincere attempt, but then that did not mitigate. Okay. Uh, Next one, blank two, salutary, beneficial. See me, corrupt. See me means corrupt. Perilous, risky, blank three, deplorable, very bad. Boisterous, very noisy. The average life expectancy of a human being is determined not only by dash factors which are inherited at birth, obviously genetic, but also by dash environmental factors which help to maintain good health. Dash living conditions can deteriorate the lifespan of a person born healthy. Ah, easy one. So the last blank should be deplorable, very bad conditions, and inherited, but also by salutary environmental factors which help to maintain good health. So obviously it is salutary. Next, affluent, very wealthy, adept, highly skilled. Blank to indigenous, locally produced. Opposite is exotic. EXOTIC. Exotic means foreign. Exotic can also mean rare. Blank 3. Foster means support. Affront, insult. Set up by dash entrepreneurs, small dash businesses create an environment that both provide jobs and dash for the business in the communities that they are part of. They provide jobs and fosters further business. So it helps in small business. So they're doing a good thing. So second blank should be mm, indigenous because we are talking about small businesses. Huh? So indigenous is the second blank. First blank set up by native entrepreneurs. Okay. Next, objective, fact. Subjective means feeling. Comprehensive means complete. Exhaustive means complete. Stringent, strict. Absolution, pardon, మన్నించడం. Expiation, పాప పరిహారం చెల్లించడం. Undo the sins or make amends for, pay up for the sins or crimes done. Recrimination, countercharge, charges and countercharges. A accuses B of a crime, B accuses A of a crime. This is called a recriminatory exchange. Recriminatory. So each one is calling each other a crime, criminal. Entail, involve. Success entails hard work, involve. Extenuate, lessen the intensity. Mitigate, exacerbate, make worse. That is the opposite of extenuate. Some societies have established that dash judiciary measures that equal the rate and type of crime done with a minimum allowance for dash could only dash absolute check on the law and order. So, uh, let us say, so we need comprehensive measures. Okay, that fits very well. Done with a minimum allowance for absolution, pardon, no pardoning and all that. Only then only could only uh, that only will ensure. So entail is good. That only will ensure a check. Okay. Next one. Innate means inborn. Conducive means promoting. Expansive means very friendly or tending to expand. Uh, uh, Religiously means continuously, without fail. Religiously does not necessarily have anything to do with religion. I religiously go to the gym. Means regularly. So blank 3, nuance, fine difference, small difference, distinction. By the virtue of dash environment that prevailed at their home, the words of the great musician, words means pillalu, the children or maybe students, the protege, proteg. Protege, the opposite is guardian. Protege means a young one, a person who is under the care of a guardian. Learn the dash and dash the details of the art, which otherwise could have required many traditional lectures and classes. So the last blank is obviously nuances. They learned the nuances and learned the effortlessly the nuances because they were living along with that person by the virtue of uh, conducive environment. The environment is very promoting, favorable, conducive, simpatico, SIMPATIC, or simpatico means having same likes and dislikes, or favorable. Okay, next one. Indiscriminate, without distinguishing. Benign, harmless or kind. Efficacious, effective, producing the desired result. Proscription, ban, taboo, TABOO. Abstinence, avoiding alcohol, avoiding sex, avoiding all pleasure. Abeyance, suspension. Dwindle, decrease, debilitate, weaken, ameliorate, improve. The dash use of pesticides in farming during the 20th century had pushed the falcon, an Arctic bird, to near extinction. Only after dash in the use of pesticides the situation began to improve, right? So it has to be ameliorate. Last one. Only after the proscription they banned it. Hmm? The indiscriminate use of pesticides is causing the problem. That's it. Indiscriminate, proscription, and ameliorate. Last one, ensure a respite. That is pronounced respite, respite. Respite means interval, rest. Revert means to go back. Blank 2, menace, evil. Snarl, an expression of aggression. Blank 3, okay, all simple words. Even a spate, spate means too much. Flood, glut, a glut of, flood of, too much of. Spate of flyovers and footover bridges cannot dash from the traffic. Dash. An amount of civic responsibility of a road user also accounts for using the dash roads. Congestion in the roads. Right? Obviously, the last one is congestion. Flyover innunna sare traffic congestion taggadu. So, from the traffic snarls. Traffic snarl. Now, snarl is a metaphor here. Snarl means mangled. Snarl also means twisted. Snarled metal. Snarl means a dog can snarl if it is aggressive. Snarl, one more meaning is twisted, warped, crooked, mangled. So traffic snarl is means traffic is totally jam packed. It's a log jam. It is a gridlock, full traffic jam. So even a speed of life cannot ensure a respite from the ట్రాఫిక్ స్నాల్స్. ఎన్ని ఫ్లైఓవర్లు ఉన్నా సరే ట్రాఫిక్ జామ్లు జరుగుతూనే ఉంటాయి. జై శ్రీరామ్.